good whatever time of the day it is you are listening to us. This is the PNA Podcast Express Quick Trip Episode 4B72 X1 J4 XP9. A quick trip brought to you by the Unshittable Trash Can.
Yes.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Craig Nickel joining us again for this episode. We are at the Silver Tavern in Deckerville. We are recording this on an undisclosed date, but let's just say it was in the past from when you're now listening. And how's everybody doing tonight?
In the past from now?
Yes.
Or now?
Now from this moment.
Okay.
It's kind of like when somebody says, would you like to see a picture of me when I was younger? Every picture of you is from when you were younger.
Well, I just don't want people to think that we've figured out time travel. I mean, we're close.
Not yet. We're very close. We're very close.
But we did conquer the unshittable trash can.
We're using the money from that. We're using the money from that to
reinvesting.
To reinvesting in time travel.
Yes.
So from unshittable to we want to go back in time and essentially witness the moment that I shit in a trash can.
Well, if we can go back and introduce the unshittable trash can before this, I mean, wow.
Then I just would have unloaded in a chair probably.
Yeah.
Then we'd have to make the unshittable chair.
Well, we might be going on to that too. I think about the fact that I've had 46 years on this earth without an unshittable trash can, and I don't like that feeling.
Who does?
Don't like it.
Who would like that feeling?
Nobody.
I mean,
Nobody.
There's no security for your trash cans out there, basically, until we came up with the unshittable trash can.
No. And I think that there's a huge market for it. I think that there's a need for it. You know, and that's the part of marketing that you got to get down. You got to create the need. And Phil's story creates the need.
But you also got to have an IBS friendly trash can.
Yeah. Wow, now we're broadening our horizons.
Well, it was just a thought that popped in my head.
IBS compatible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe IBS proof.
You're an IT guy. That sounds like an IT problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Irritable bitmap.
Bitmap syndrome.
Bitmap.
But, seriously, I mean, maybe we need an IBS proof one.
Perhaps.
I mean, I don't see there being a big need to provide a trash can for somebody with IBS. I would think that if they have IBS, they can probably get out there and get to where they need to get to take care of that issue.
Right.
But when you're struck by sudden wing onset,
that's on air. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
SWO.
Sudden wing onset. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a spicy wing.
Yes. So, anyways, this quick trip, we are here to future-proof podcast
the integrity
legacy.
of the PNA Podcast Express.
Yes. So while we haven't invented time travel, we are essentially time traveling right now.
We are projecting what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying it's probably going to snow some more this winter. And
unless it's not winter when we release it. You don't know that.
It's currently winter, so there's an Easter egg for all you folks out there to when we recorded this.
The weather outside is partly sunny to not sunny at all, and it's minus 15 to 85 degrees today.
So we have a drinking game for episode 2.
Drink.
Once the Quick Trip episode 24 has hit, it's the unshittable trash can episode. What are we going to do for that one?
Well, let's just say that's not a game.
No, it's all fun and games till somebody gets some liquid molten shit on the carpet.
Yeah, and shuts down like a major aeronautics company's
executive conference room.
Yeah.
There were other rooms I could have gone into, but I obviously went into the largest one because I wanted to be comfortable.
They didn't blow up.
You need that elbow. It's like using a handicap stall in
That's
the bathroom.
the Cadillac of the pooping stalls, they say.
He didn't blow up the shitter. He blew up the conference room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know if people are still talking about that at that company.
I'm sure they are.
That company still exists. I mean, there's still a large aerospace company.
Yeah. That did not, your effort to take them down did not work.
Domestic terrorist for a day.
Oh, boy. I hope this airs like months from now and people are like, what episode is he talking about?
Go back and check out episode 24. It's a quick trip.
Well, no. Yeah, 24.
Yeah. I got that right, didn't I?
No, 22 maybe?
I don't
23,
know.
23.
Just listen to the episodes that are released right around February 17th.
Yeah.
Or 18th. I don't know. What's
18th? It'll be the 18th.
Yeah, February 18th.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this and it's warm out, know that it's not warm right now, and you have an episode you got to go back and catch up on.
And the snow's dick deep.
Yeah, my nutsack is dragging in the snow. It's so deep out there.
So, my poor dog.
All right.
My poor dog goes outside this morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm checking out my plow truck, which is completely covered in snow. Mm-hmm. My poor dog goes out on the deck, and he's a blue heeler, so he's not a small dog.
Right.
So he's sinking in the snow. He didn't last long outside, and I told my oldest son, I said he couldn't find the steps on the deck. It was so snowy, and there was such a... And he's like, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just go on the deck. I said, I think that he was a little mad that the snow was... Like, he was dragging his pecker in the snow, and I think that bothered him.
I know I'm mad about it. I mean, my pecker rarely drags in anything, much less snow.
Yeah, so I think...
cans?
Well, yeah. Dribbles down the side of a receptacle. But I think that really bothered my dog because he came in and he was just like, nope, not having that.
No, thank you.
And, he was bothered by that a lot.
Well,
now,
wouldn't you be?
I wouldn't like it.
I mean, a dog doesn't have the option of like turtling,
and or throwing on a sweatshirt or something.
Yeah.
If it's anything like pissing on an electric fence, I know his pain.
Well,
because I've been there.
Why would you piss on an electric fence?
I was little. My brother dared me. I did it. He got grounded for 3 months, and I made $5.
And you didn't have any kids. He doesn't have any
kids.
kids.
I don't have no kids.
Yeah. There's a correlation.
It was a godsend. It was a godsend.
No, my one brother talked my other brother into pissing on an electric fence. They both have children, but there might be something to that.
I have a high natural tolerance to resistance to electricity because some folks do. So I could always grab the fencer even when it was on. It would shock me, but it wouldn't really affect me. So I learned to not react, much like passing a lie detector test. So I'd always take the fence down, set it on the ground, and then whoever would put it back up, I'd be like, hey, Cousin Mike, go put that back up, or whomever. They'd be like, yeah.
I made the mistake one time at the neighbor's farm. We were going in and out of the fence, and I disconnected one of them. He disconnected the other one, and then we go outside the fence, and because, of course, we were messing with a bull, trying to get him pissed off.
Did you receive the horns?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. He was in another fence inside the fence, so he couldn't get to us, but...
He was pissed.
Yeah, he was not happy. There was a cattle prod and testicles involved.
Have you ever shot a bull in the balls with a BB gun?
Yeah.
I have.
I got in trouble and got my BB gun busted one time. My dad literally just took it. He's like, oh, shooting the cow with your BB gun, huh? I'm like, yeah. And he grabs my gun by the barrel and just in one fell swoop smashed it on the ground. Broke the stock all to hell. I'm like, not anymore,
When I worked at one of the dairy farms we worked at, the bull always liked to come in the parlor thinking, I'm going to follow these cows in there. So we had an old ping pong paddle, so we'd just slap his nutsack with the ping pong paddle.
Oh, that's awful. Well, anyways, I pick up the plastic handle on the ground. Well, What they had was a piece of wire on the other end that was hooked to it, and that's what you hooked it to. Well, I'm trying to hook it to it, and it wouldn't quite reach, so I grabbed the wire, not thinking, and I hooked it up, and holy shit, they had some serious power running through that.
You completed the circuit.
Mm-hmm. I did, and I believe that my feet were burnt, but I'm not positive.
Scorched
earth there's not enough juice going through there. It's just
it hurt.
It's just a bang.
Well, but I didn't react real fast.
And talk about bulls. When we had the farm, the hired man's kid would come over, and I think you guys went to school with him, or he did. And he would tease the bull in the parlor. And me and his dad's in there milking cows one day, and all of a sudden you hear up against the wall. And you look down, and he's sitting on the floor, and he's white. Well, the bull, he pissed the bull off. That bull hit him right here in the chest. He was white as a ghost. I said, you going to mess with the bull anymore? No.
Don't mess with the bull. You receive the horns.
Well, none of our bulls had horns, but
that used to be the saying back in the day.
They were pissy. They were pissy.
That was the saying back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So we have you want to talk about your promo now?
Well, we did have... I'll see if I can get it to play here and actually, play through here.
All right, that sounds good.
We'll
keep the kids entertained while you do that.
My youngest son decided that he was going to do a promo for the podcast here, and this is kind of how it turned out.
Want to hear? Here, go.
Here it comes right about now.
Get your fat ass and your soft oily fingers down to the cellar. We can listen to the PNA Podcast Express together. And you can get some massage oil and I can bust out my nice long hot candy for you. FBI, open up! Oh no, I have to go.
So those are the type of things that happen at the Filkins household when we're bored.
If you're looking to have sexy time listening to our podcast, I commend you. I really do. I really, really do.
Yeah. You've got to have some serious issues if you're at all in that nature.
Hell, I don't even like talking when I'm having sex because then I have to hear my own voice.
Well, yeah.
Have you ever had a talker that just likes to talk during sex? It's the weirdest thing.
That's when you put
They're like,
hand over their
did
mouth.
you remember to pick up milk at the store? And you're like, that's not what I'm focused on right now.
Yeah. There's been times like that.
Not that I've ever had sex before, but I've heard it's fun. I've heard it's fun.
No, you. Well, I hear you reproduced on your own.
Yeah.
So
it just sort of happened. Immaculate conception. My ex-wife just said I'm pregnant, and I'm like, that's weird.
yeah,
Okay, I guess it's mine.
yeah. We'll go with that. It'd have to be.
Yeah, it'd have to.
Who
be.
could imagine it wouldn't be?
I had that same thing said to me once, and I just got back from a dick doctor down in Lapeer,
A dick doctor.
and I had the paperwork that said I was sterile, and she goes, "You're the father," and I went, "I am not," and I pulled the paper open,
Maury
Fool you.
Povich moment.
and I I talked to this person last year, and she's like, "I just wanted you to be the dad. You'd been a better father," and I said, "No, I would not have."
You said you could have just come at me. Maybe you should have altered your approach a little bit.
Yeah.
And been like, I know this kid's not yours, but you would be a good dad.
But why not?
But just, why not say it's yours, you know? Like, you know what? This kid is yours, even though you're shooting blanks. Yeah.
Wow, you'd think they'd like to hear that.
They're shooting blanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, unless they want a kid, you know.
The old keep a baby daddy baby.
We
Yep.
can try. That's
Yeah.
what I tell them now. We can
like
try.
A steer.
Yeah.
Try like
Yeah.
a steer.
That's all a steer can do is try.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen. He's just... A lot of bovine talk in this episode.
There is.
I got a spit take out of that one. Oh, so what else? So my friend's a dick, and here's why. Anybody got a story for that one?
You know, I
Probably slapping the bull's balls with a ping pong paddle.
That's
shocking
pretty fucking mean. Pardon my French, but
shocking it with a
I think I can get away with
Fucking-
that
yeah,
here.
you can fucking swear all you
Okay.
want.
and Phil's out of jail.
I'm out of F-bomb jail.
Yeah.
I don't even think I really I haven't over abused it. I might not get thrown in F-bomb jail again, Mother. If you're listening, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. She's gonna go. Well, you had that one, and you know.
I don't even know if I've met your mother.
I think, I don't know if you have or not. Perhaps. Maybe. That's a good question.
I barely know his dad. I hung around with Uncle Brad, or his Uncle Brad, and his Aunt Lori, and
My Uncle Brad definitely enjoyed booze, a lot.
Grandma. We had Grandma Nickel, was
Uh-huh.
Mom's dad, or Dad's mom, and Brad would get hammered drunk, and he'd say, "Remember Grandma Ethel? She'd say when she farted, she'd go whoop giggle."
Whoop giggle.
And he'd always bring that up. Oh, my
Giggle.
God, yes. He was... We had a lot of good times together, him and I.
boy.
When I fart,
Yeah.
it's usually just mass hysteria and people yelling and screaming at me. It happens.
You could be like Mike and have them silent but deadly ones.
Oh, jeez.
He'll just sit there and go like this, and
Waiting for you to react. Whoa!
you got
Pretty
the
soon.
crosses over your eyes.
Paint's peeling off the walls and everything else. Oh boy.
The Seismic Institute has an episode, is all they call it.
Yeah.
Like we registered something, but we don't know what it is.
We need to get a team out to that random truck sitting out.
It's unexplained.
This seems to be the epicenter.
Some sort of crisis has happened.
Oh boy.
But what's worse is when you meet a woman that can do that.
Well,
They can outfart you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Christ.
and then you're like, Mike,
She's probably Canadian.
Are you related, Mike?
Michelle.
That's my brother.
Oh, Mike's sister.
Farts like a howitzer. There we
God. Oh, you got a soundboard, don't you?
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can.
He can make all kinds of sounds.
Yeah, I plugged my phone in and
You
in
haven't
everything
even
we've
played
done.
anything. You haven't even played sad trombone.
Need to get some of them Steel Panther quotes.
Oh yeah.
That's some good shit.
You know, I was DJing at a wedding for my step niece, right, and my step nephew. Everybody's drinking, including me.
Of course.
And so I guess this is my dick story because I played Community Property by Steel Panther for him and dedicated it to him because he was macking pretty hard on several of the young ladies there, and so I played that for him, and it might not have been appropriate. I'm not sure.
So the one night I was DJing here at the Silver Tavern, and my closing song was Wheeler Walker Jr., Fuck You Bitch. And it's a slower song in case you don't know it, very melodic. But of course the lead lyrics are, fuck you bitch, you broke my heart. And there were like 10 couples slow dancing to it, and then they all of a sudden realized what the song was saying.
Well, that's kind of what happened with this too.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not familiar with the song, it says, basically, my heart belongs to you, but my dong is community property.
That's right.
And it's a classic. If you haven't heard it, you need to go out and listen to it.
It's separating the heart and the dong. That's the man's struggle right there.
They have a new one out. It says 2020 can suck my dick.
Well, then it can.
And it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, all their stuff is pretty good.
That's the good shit. Yeah, man, that's the good stuff.
I prefer eating ain't cheating.
Anyway, you can email us at pineapplenipplearsehole, all one word, arsehole, A-R-S-E, hole, at gmail.com, or PNA Podcast Express. That's pinged nut allergy, podcast express at gmail.com. Pinged.
More like pong, nut, ache.
There you go. Yes, there you go. Proverbial nut ache.
Yeah. Paddle nut ache if you're if you're a steer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not a steer.
If
a
you're
bull.
a bull. If you're a bull.
If you suffer from paddle nut ache, give us a call. We have a class action lawsuit for you.
You know, you say arse, and the first time I heard that, I thought of Johnny Dangerously with Michael Keaton.
Yep.
Yeah, you farting ice hole.
Well, that brings us to another thing. If Phil Nickel has ever shit in your trash can, please contact the law offices of Pineapple Nipple Arsehole.
I've only shit in 2 trash cans in my life.
Oh,
where was the other one?
We'll tell that story at another
We'll
time.
save that one for another episode.
That one's not as obnoxious as at a large aerospace company's main executive conference room.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That one just led to some hurt feelings and ended a friendship.
Oh, dear God.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. Thank you for listening to the PNA Podcast Express. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Craig Nickel, thank you for joining us. We're going to wrap it up. Make good choices.